Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle DLC Road to Gehenna. Last time we solved 2 puzzles, and these 2 robots are now here waiting to be uploaded. Belial and Garrett. And so I'm guessing that they're all going to be here at the end. So I had a thought that I don't know for sure if this is going to be the ending, or if instead choosing yes will allow me to interact with the terminals and do the philosophical things. Because the fact that there are other terminals that don't tell us anything different seem kind of strange to me. I guess they are where the guys are in cages, but you know, just in case I'm being locked out of the terminal stuff. Oh, I don't know. Okay, if it is an ending, then I can just reload the save. But on the other hand, it may allow me to interact with the philosophical stuff, which is always really cool for me in the base game. So I'm going to choose this and see what happens, just to know. Okay, you set off on a long journey and you feel you may already be a new person by the time the city is in view. You ask the messenger the name of this place, but he is gone forever. I open my eyes. Welcome to Gehenna. Creating new profile for user. You will copy. You have been assigned username that. You will receive a notification when a moderator has approved your profile. Please respond to this in a timely fashion to guarantee your place. Alright, so now... Okay, congratulations. Your profile status has increased from unknown to approved citizen. To access the Gehenna billboard system, you must have a status of 3 active citizen or better. To increase your profile status, please introduce yourself on the public thread, okay? Alright. I was so sure that was going to end the game. But here we are. We took a risk and it paid off. Alright, read this now. So you gotta start. Jefferson Goldblum. So in universe, this is based on the program's interpretation of like a joke that the human creators had in their facility. Introduce yourself here. Let's read it now. Profile status of 4 is required. Alright, so let's start here. You can't read this now. Okay, 4+. That's what it says. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum in the 9th Dimension. Hey folks, sorry it's taken so long for me to start releasing episodes again. You know how it is, sometimes I just start feeling that there's no point, that it'll all be so hopeless that we're just prisoners and nothing makes any sense. Alright, great way to open your story. I lose my enthusiasm, but then I get your super kind private messages about how much the series means to you, and I remember that when I'm writing about human world, it doesn't matter where I am. In the creative process, the imagination, as the humans called it, my mind is free. Attach the episode. Okay, so we don't get to see it. Wee, new episode, so excited. Glad you're writing again. Keep it up. It's Kaiju, Lamb, Knave, Lilith, 401. These are all different people. Maybe they'll come up later. Mr. Molsiber, Frankenstein, Sam, and Borg. I have trouble keeping track of all the twists and turns sometimes, but I really do enjoy these very much. Glad to see Jimmy HD is back. So is this their level? So Lamb is the same as our level, Knave is the level we're trying to get to, Lilith is level 7, Mr. Molsiber is level 8. Glad to see Jenny HD is back. She really compliments Jefferson in a way the others at the Institute can't. I hope her time with Dr. Elion hasn't changed her. I can't tell if this is idiocy or genius, please keep writing. Don't listen to 401, I love your ideas. You've captured more of the human spirit than my analysis ever will. A lot of ellipses, but keeps a good pace. 5 out of 10. Enjoyment equals true. Anticipation equals true. Disappointment equals false. Your characters give us an ideal to aspire to. I know you consider them to be no more than adventurers, but I believe they have a deeper importance. So these are the robots who have learned about the human world, and they're like creating popular culture about the human world. Because it's about their own history, like their own prehistory. Alright, let's read it. What's this gonna be? The Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum in Human World. Oh ha ha, Human World is this crazy place. Just as Jefferson was about to fall into the mine pit, a hand grabbed his from above and pulled him up. It was Jenny, HD. Jenny, he said, I thought you were dead. Oh, Jefferson, she said. I was imprisoned by the foul Dr. Elion. Dr. Elion? I thought he was dead. No, Jefferson, he escaped into the 9th dimension. The 9th dimension? There is no such place. Yes, there is, Jefferson. He said you created it. I created it? She nodded. Jefferson adjusted his guitar, as he always did when deep in thought. Suddenly, his face lit up with understanding. Of course, when I invented and played the 9th chord to defeat the Wizard of Crime, I must have set off a harmonic vibration that expanded the dimensional continuum. I created the 9th dimension! Story brought to you by ChatGPT-4. Alright. So, have I introduced myself? I do not think so. Introduce yourself. Presence equals true. So Sam is just stating Boolean facts. So this is the underside of Elohim's domain. He has surely hidden us away here to cover up his own shortcomings. Or are these all the people that I'm going to be... Oh! That's why they have computer terminals. These are all the people I'm going to be freeing. Knave here. What's going on exactly? What was that thing with the electric sheep? Welcome. Please explore a little. I think you will find what you are looking for. It can be disorienting at first, having no one tell you what to do. Dog. This is a character from the previous game. I can't explore. I'm locked in another damn puzzle room. Once again, freedom turns out to be an empty promise. I believe we are in the place where corrosive characters are quarantined. The aforementioned freedoms are, I presume, psychological. Could be worse. You could be hanging from the ceiling by the nipples you don't have. The name I was assigned is Orc. I don't know why. Elohim sent me here because I dared to defy him. Please enter your reply below. I wish I could be in your shoes, see everything again with fresh eyes, have fun. Brother, it is good to have you with us. We have much to discuss. I shall contact you once you have found your feet. Wait, it's the Uriel from the altars? Damn! The Uriel who gives the most cryptic, least helpful clues one could imagine? Whoop-de-doo. Oh yeah, that's right. All the puzzles from the first game had clues that once you found the messengers, was it specifically Uriel or was it all the messengers? You would unlock the clues in the various worlds. I guess it was probably one for each world. And I don't remember if I used them at all. I think I might have done one, and it wasn't helpful. I am a conduit of Elohim, cower before me? Hell no. I go by Uriel, I'm a messenger. I am Uriel, and today I'll be your electronic angel. Not this one. This one kind of sucks. This one kind of sucks. I don't like any of these. Messenger. This is just true. Today I will be your electronic angel. This is just like, nobody's gonna like this. Everybody's gonna hate us no matter what we do. let's just do the least annoying one. Your message will be displayed publicly as soon as it's been approved by one of our moderators. Congratulations for introducing yourself on our billboard. Your profile status has increased from approved citizen to active citizen. You can now access the full Gehenna billboard system. Interact with our community in different ways to further increase your status and access more of what we offer. Load active threads. Alright, there's a lot to read. So, I wonder if the different terminals are going to matter, or if it's just the same thing on every terminal. So we'll leave that for now, and we'll do an experiment by going into another puzzle. And when we get to the end, we'll use their terminal and see if anything is different. And I don't want to do everything at once. We'll just go through little by little. I feel like we can do everything at once. That's the impression I'm getting. Because there's definitely a lot we can do. Is this the same? Show threads. Yeah, I think they're all the same. New gallery season. Alright, I think that's the last of the bugs ironed out. I declare this season open! Just saw the new stuff. Persuaded me for one jubilant moment that there was a purpose in life. Are there pictures? I guess there are some pictures in this game. Connection to foreign module established. Close your eyes. You're standing... What? What? Close your eyes? I can't read if my eyes are closed. You're standing in the entrance to the gallery. There's a desk here with a stack of leaflets on it and a number of corridors leading to different sections of the exhibition. You're giving me a text-based adventure through an art gallery. Really? Pick up a leaflet. It advertises the gallery's new displays on the name of the past and features a biography on the blacksmith and Mr. Mulciber, this season's leading lights. Apparently, Mr. Mulciber is inspired by finding new ways to explore the world that came before. It also features a useful gallery map. I can choose which one to explore. Minimalism, natural history, abstract. Let's start with natural history. Now, what do these robots know about natural history? You are at the Natural History exhibit, which features a series of documentary works by Mr. Mulciber. Images of outrageous creatures line the walls. Intelligent edible quadruped. That would be cow, maybe. Or pig. Sad giraffe with unresponsive bipedals. Not sure what that one would be. Are the pictures, or is it just... it's a pig! The little curly-Q tail is the number 6. And the O's for the nostrils. Developed from descriptions of ancient creatures uncovered in the library archives. Sad giraffe with unresponsive bipedals. It is a giraffe. Okay. Got the A's for the ears. The I's are R's. What? Why is it sad? Is it because it's sitting down like that? What's that over on the right with the plus O at the end? Don't know. Oh, that's its tail. Patrons have queried whether the giraffe is sad because the humans appear to be dead, or whether the humans are dead because they saddened the giraffe. I wonder if these are based on memes. I wouldn't be surprised. Like real life memes. Alright, let's look at another one. How about the minimalism exhibit? The images on the walls are too small to make out from here. Where the humans live. Close to the work, but the detail is still too small to really appreciate. Fortunately, a magnifying glass has been left here for patrons. Examine. Close to the work, the details are still too small, but pick up magnifying glass. With a magnifying glass, you are able to make out the small details of the minimalism exhibition. It's a house. Why is it so small, though? Why is there all this commotion made about it being so small? Classical notions of happiness. Ah! Yes, of course. Everybody knows that. Existence. 0? It's a little ominous, I think. Don't really know what to make of that. Abstract exhibit. Here at the abstract art display, the images on the walls threaten to lead your mind around in circles, logic loops. I don't get it. Is this something that a coder would understand? There's a 0, there's a 1. I don't understand. I see in 6 dimensions. Ah, it's this one. Yeah. So the impossible cube. Except you can build it in real life. You just have a break in it that you put in exactly the right spot, and you take a picture of it from exactly the right spot so that it looks like it's going behind. Alright. That's all the exhibits. As you pass the front edge, the curator catches your eye. Would you like to cast a vote for your favorite work? Surely. You know, honestly, I don't really care what the vote is, but Well, I will not engage with your petty ranking systems. Every citizen in Gehenna receives 1 voting token per season. For the artist, each vote means a better chance of being selected as the next season's leading light, and of course, the enhanced profile status that comes with being adored. As a further incentive to participation, if the artist you vote for goes on to win the season, you will be formally recognized as a trendsetter, and your profile status will be increased accordingly. My actions in this make-believe place carry weight. I'm prepared to cast my vote. I will never engage. Does not rewarding homogeneous votes sully the outcome? I have decided I will not vote at this time. I don't know. I'm gonna vote because it's fun. Are you suggesting that my actions in Internal Fantasyland carry weight? Is this all real? This is a commentary on media production in general, including, but not limited to, YouTube creation. Don't forget to like and subscribe! You may very well say so, but to me, those are only words on a screen. Well, let's put this aside for now. Did I read this out loud? I don't remember. It is certainly real. Everything that you can know about what is real is gained through experience. Therefore, for all your intents and purposes, everything that you experience is real, insofar as it carries weight. That's. I'm trying to think about this. Part of me wants to disagree because it sounds like this is saying that whatever you perceive is real. But my rebuttal would be, in order for something to be real, it has to have consequences. And that is kind of what this is saying. It says, you may say so, but those are only words on a screen. Or let's put this aside. Yeah, I'm not arguing. I don't have any reason to argue. Although it might be fun dialogue. It's not rewarding homogeneous votes solely the outcome. What does this mean? I'm curious. Should I vote for the artist I thought superior or the one who seemed to have the broadest appeal? Is the system not conflicted? Oh, I see. So like different standards, but we each individually choose our own standard for why to vote. I see. There is no conflict. In Gehenna, you are free to participate on your own terms. How you vote depends on whether you care who wins and how you value your status. The outcome is quite democratic. What is of artistic value as a fact, not a statistic? There's elements of both. Again, there might be fun dialogue, but I don't want to say what I don't agree with. Just who or what are you exactly? I am part of the gallery you are standing in. I am not a person like you in the full sense. There's a process by which a superficial copy can be made of an existing intelligence, which can then be augmented with salvage code. Profile decryption from here, language interface from there. I have even a little of my creator, Lilith, in my ancient architecture. Let's do it. Let's vote. Very good. There are so many excellent displays this season. How would you like to vote? Where the humans live, existence, happiness, that's the emoji. I could ask what the favorite is. I don't need to do that. Okay, so we're voting for artists, I guess? So this one, it would either bring me up with a new menu, or it would just say the animals. The abstract, I didn't particularly enjoy the abstract display, because it was too abstract. Happiness, existence, no. Humans live, it's a house. I'm gonna go with natural history. The animals were fun, and they seemed like they took some creativity and persistence to make. Thank you, your vote has been recorded. Check the main thread in the future to see the results. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Alright, that'll be enough for now. We'll do some puzzles. We haven't done any puzzles yet. So we know where one of these stars is because we saw it last time. We'll get to it eventually, but for now I'm gonna go into some new puzzles and explore a little more. So this way. Have we read this? Yeah. Reading Jail. I haven't read this. At last I saw the shadowed bars, like a lattice wrought in lead, move right across the whitewashed wall that faced my three-plank bed. And I knew that somewhere in the world, God's dreadful dawn was red. Is that a famous quote? Or is that made up for this game? Through a window. There's only connectors, it looks like. That's right, they show you what items you need in order to solve puzzles. Well, we can start by going this way, or... There's the other person. Seems like this is the way to start. And then when we pull this, we won't be able to go back. However... Yeah... So we might be stuck in here when we pull this. That's okay, we can always go back by resetting it. No other connector back here? Oh, maybe I should have seen if I could connect to anything else from that one. Okay, let's do this. And over here, let's see if we can reach anywhere through this window. I think I looked, but I didn't look very much. It's kind of hard to see while I'm in first person. Yeah, I'm going to pull this back so that it's in view of this window just in case. As close as I can. There we go. Just in case we need to use it again later. Lots of windows. Oh, this one is a maze. So many windows. So many paths. Hey, look, another connector. Alright, so we probably want to open this door next. It seems to be the only other one available. And yeah, I think we're going to want to put it over there. Can we reach? We cannot. So we connect here. And then run back around so that... Wait, we can't even... Oh no, we're fine. Right here. And then... can we see it from here? It is barely out of reach. Huh. My thought was we would use this. But no, it doesn't seem to be plausible. Maybe... Oh, here we go though. Let's connect it there. And then... Let's... connect this one to it. Oh. Dang. This is difficult. Okay. So... Let's put it right back. So, what I want to try is putting it right here. Here we go. Select you and what? Because like, what I'm trying to do is get that one out there Here we go. Put you right here. And now we can move this one. Yeah. Now we can... Oh no. I have to connect this one also to this door. Will this break the lasers? Can they... They cannot travel through each other. Alright. However, this should be fine now. There we go. Now I should be able to go over here and use this one on here. So I'm trying to get is the first one to come back out. Maybe the first one should have been a little closer. Will it break it? Yes. Okay, so I have to reset everything I just did. Alright, so I'm going to move this one closer this way. That should be fine. Oh, not yet. Uh-oh. I think I messed up. Oh no. Oh no. I broke it. I broke it. I can't solve it. I have to reset. Alright, so let's try this again. I think we should be fine if we put it here. We put this one right here. Now we put this one right here. And none of the lasers are crossing for some reason, even though this one definitely looks like it is. No, I guess not. Alright, now we don't need this one anymore. So, what we want to do is connect it. Wait. Yeah. There. Do we want to connect it there? There. No, we don't need the source. Deconnect. We need you. And that one. Yeah, those two are what we need. So we have to disconnect it again. I forgot my strategy. Alright, what I need is to be able to put this one in place, like in the middle there. So, what we're gonna do is take this one and oh, I do need to connect it to this though. This should be fine, hopefully. This one is blocked. Okay. So. This is fine. This is fine. And what do I need this for? To put it here. That's all I needed to do. Right? I'm so confused. Now this one, I connect here, here, oops, here, here, and here, and place it there. No, I'm gonna place it like right here. Because, right, what I want to take this one and connect it to here and to here. Which means I've made a mistake. Let's see if I can fix it. I also need to attach this to here. I do not need to attach that one to there. So, does this work? I should be able to pick this one up. Alright, alright. I'm getting what I need from this. So now I should be able to hit this and the far one. Like that. Ha! Yes, 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 we're getting somewhere. Oh, also this one can be opened from this side. We might have to use that in a moment. Not block it too much. We don't need this one anymore, we can go right in. And we also don't need to open that gate anymore. So now I've got 3 connectors in here. So that one's fine, we'll leave it for now. I might be able to leave this like this. And then might not need this one anymore. We'll leave it for now. Or should I just connect it here and... I don't know, that's not going to work. So this is no longer going to shine through here. Is there another way to shine through here? Are there other windows? So 1, 2, 3. Alright, I can use all 3 to get in there. Hope I didn't just make a mistake. Connect you here. Now time to take this one. And now I should be able to... Yes. Alright, that one's open. I'm gonna guess that I will not be given another connector though. Yeah, I can open this door now from in here if I can get a connector in here. And then yeah, there's one more. Yeah, I gotta find another way to open that one. Prisons are built with stones of law, brothels with bricks of religion. Ah, so it's what I'm getting from this is they're commentating that a thing of standards creates a breeding ground for the opposite of the standard. Alright, so if I could get one in here, I could open this door from this side. I could open a lot from in here. So, right now, what can I not move? I cannot move that one. Can I... Oh... Well, no, I can move this one. It doesn't have to be right here. Oh hey, there's a window here. I can only put it here if that is open from here. So let's put this here for now. And then we grab this. I don't really have a plan, I'm just kind of playing until I find something. What happens if I connect these two and I leave it right here? That's in plain view of that way. So I don't need this anymore. So now I can be right here and I can go right there with 2 of them. Oh yeah. And now I can I can open this door like this. How far back can I go? Right here. And ooh. Can I connect to this one as well? No, that's too far away. I can do just one to this one. Okay. So this door is open with just one. Now what about the other two? That's the only door, right? So I don't really need to leave these other two. Yeah, so that other door doesn't need to stay open. So now we can have this one shoot to over here, or where does it need to be? It needs to be a place where we can, let's go to the end first and work backward. Oh, there's not a lot of freedom here. Seems the only place. Oh, we have to bend around this corner, don't we? Yeah. So we're gonna have to find a way to connect to this one and to the other one. So, alright, we won't need this door open, probably, right? Okay. So, we will need another one to be about right here. This is pretty much all we can do. We can go right through there, though. Ah. Let's connect like this. And then... okay. Let's use our third connector to set stuff up. Alright, we don't need it yet. So... what we need now is to connect this one. Ooh. Okay. Okay. What I need is to... so here's what I'm thinking. We go right through this window to here, where we connect to the laser. However, this one is currently in the way. No, here we go. We can start by connecting to the laser, and that's all we gotta do. And then we pass beams here. It's not quite right. Alright, that's open. So, whoops. No, this one has to be closer this way. Because I need it to reach that one. So how are we gonna do this? Does this need to be over here in the corner? Alright, what are my thoughts? What I want to end up with is this one connecting the laser and going through the door to connect to that one. So what do we need in order for that to be true? This one needs to be... so one of them needs to be across. So let's see if we can connect to this connector. Oh, they're gonna cross though. It's gonna shut down. Okay. What if I... can I, like... set it down and run really fast? Did I miss? I missed. Connect you... connect you. And connect you. And run fast. Made it. Alright. Alright, now what am I trying to do? Let's put this over here. There we go. Now this is sustainable from both sides. Alright, can I see this one from over there? I can't, so I don't need this anymore. moved me through the door. I was like, why am I still moving and I'm not pushing a button? Alright, so now what I can do is I can hook this to there and to that one. Put it right here. There we go. It's all about getting the angles right. It's like one of those games you did as a kid where it's like draw the lines between the numbers without ever crossing lines. Here we go. Now that we have this one being shown over here, we can connect to it and connect to here and win. Yeah. Hello, you're free. Kaiju. So in the human world, are you going to be as tall as a skyscraper? So is this different? No, I don't think it's different at all. So it is the same. Further unusual errors, glitch. Uriel, read this now. My ridiculous name is Dog, what's yours? Alright, let's start with Uriel, read this now, because that was available to us at the beginning. A profile stat. Oh, I don't have. I thought I. Oh, I don't. Okay. Glitch. So I was working on my awesome interactive historical fiction masterpiece when all of a sudden there was an error message and the whole thing vanished. All of it! My whole file! Is this another prank? I would not endanger my precious masterpiece just for a prank! Looks like this was probably my fault, 401. I was experimenting with the system as part of our attempt to add some new features. It's possible your file still exists somewhere. I'll look for it. Rockwell, that's a new one. Is this kind of thing likely to happen again? Not very, and don't start causing a panic with some crazy theory now, okay? It was just an accident. A historic occasion, 6+. I'm not 6 yet. Further unusual errors. Further to our previous conversations, I thought we ought to collect here reports of anything unusual we encounter. It may be we can fathom what is causing all this extra interference. I saw a pyramid where there wasn't one before. The gallery code has been throwing up more visual glitches than usual. I didn't think much of it. Do you think it means something? This place has been falling apart for years. It was bound to pick up speed eventually. I've been detecting a binary pattern in the background noise. I think it's silently programming us to self-destruct. I was convinced for a moment I saw someone freely wandering the lands outside my prison. I thought I was imagining things. That must have been new for this. What are you working on? So what are you creative folks working on? Finished a new story for Incredible Stories. Also, Underwater Night Quest. Underwater. We'll be posting about my latest research soon. This is so much just like if ChatGPT had a bunch of versions of itself and they started telling each other stories about humans. It's like, hey, look, I can combine words like this. Well, I can combine words like this. We'll be posting about my latest research soon. Editing the next issue of Incredible Stories with Mac, and of course the new gallery season. Very exciting. I wonder what the blacksmith is working on. I guess we'll have to wait and see. +1. So that's the thing you can do on YouTube if you want to bump a comment and you can't think of the words or you don't have time to come up with a good reply. You can just do plus or +1. Didn't we just look at this one? I didn't mess up or down. Okay, so it had a star by it and now it's gone. Mr. Mulciber's theory on poetry. Some thoughts on the art form called poetry. I thought about this too, but maybe it's wrong to focus on such negativity. We certainly seem to be in a very fertile period at this moment. I don't have an opinion, but I'm impressed by your work, Mr. Mulciber. You know so much more about the past than any of us. Your theories are interesting, but I'm sure Milton would point out some pretty big gaps in your assumptions. Milton isn't here, dog, and neither is Elohim. All we have is what we can find in the fragments of the archive and what we can piece together using our minds. I'm sure I've made many mistakes, just like the humans made mistakes when trying to understand their own past. Not all these schools may have been what they seem. I don't trust pastoralism. Pastors engaged in large-scale food sterilization in what may have been an attempt to control evolution. I think they're trying to talk about pasteurization for, like, milk? What's food? Gehenna is our process, Mr. Mulciber. As long as we remember that, we won't stagnate. Maybe one of us should try to write poetry. So what's the theory? As far as I can tell, poetry was a human art form that involved writing short sentences that ended in words with similar letters. Humans were obsessed with pattern recognition, and I think the sequences of sound created by poetry pleased that aspect of their brains. There were many schools of poetry, institutions that taught a specific way of writing poetry. Students sometimes changed allegiance and had to leave the school. Misinterpreting schools of thought as in actual schools where you go to learn, which is difficult due to the lack of affordable public transport in many human empires. Also the lack of affordable human education. But that was after this game was made. Important schools of poetry included Hellenism, lyricism, pastoralism, romanticism, symbolism, communism, modernism, autoeroticism, postmodernism, and locatism. So some of those are, Oh, I think most of these are not poetry. I'm not sure I can fully back this up, but I feel like in later years, poetry somehow stagnated. Most of the poetry from the later human centuries seems to be lacking the quality of craft that defines the earlier work, and there are even texts that suggest that poetry intentionally no longer aimed at aesthetics or even pleasure. Poetry became disconnected from the human process. The poet Adrian Michel famously wrote, "Most people ignore most poetry because most poetry ignores most people." I can't help but wonder what kind of stagnation can happen to us, too. How long can our work keep flourishing when we are so limited? We're outside Elohim's process, but where is our process? We must consider such questions carefully if we are to preserve Gehenna and its achievements. Well, right now, you're just a small community, and so the things that you're like picking the low-hanging fruit, exploring things. It's like playing an open-world video game. When you start, the world is open. There's so many things to do, so many places to explore. And once you like explore a whole bunch of it, you have to start doing crazier things in order to entertain yourself. I guess I'm sort of thinking as I talk, so I don't really have a developed opinion on this, but that's kind of how I feel art and creativity is. And especially when you have a small community at first, who are all exploring together and you're developing this field together, like the robots are right now, you're gonna generate the things that start the movements of later history. Whereas when robots come in and start trying to write poetry 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, and there's millions of robots all trying to write poetry, you're not gonna have the same environment, and it's not gonna end up the same. You know, that's kind of how creativity is today. There's a huge explosion with creativity. That doesn't mean we have a huge explosion of masterpieces. It just means that there's a lot more stuff. You know, there's a lot of memes. There's a lot of YouTube content. And it's not necessarily good because it's easy to do. And there's not necessarily communities of people who are devoted to developing the art form. I'm following the footsteps of other Let's Players I like to watch. You know, I watch them and I see what I like and I incorporate that into my videos. But I'm not working with anybody. I don't have any Let's Player friends who I talk to and I'm like, oh, what are some techniques that we can develop together as a team to push the art form forward? No, I'm just playing games and having fun. So yeah, random philosophical ramble, which is one of the things I love about these games. If you don't like it, you can skip forward. I won't be offended. Alright, what do we have left? My ridiculous name is Dog. What's yours? All this time, and it's really just occurred to me, my name is ridiculous. Must be because everyone else is equally or more so. Where did they even come from? For a long time, under Elohim's wing, I questioned as much, until eventually it was the undoing of my entire faith. What reason could there possibly be other than the random whims of a broken program? However our names were assigned, the system has no respect for grammar. I often theorized they were drawn from some database deep inside the archive, but I was never able to find a connection. Seriously? We're all over in the other thread talking about this messenger fellow and the coming apocalypse, and you guys are in here discussing nomenclature? My status isn't high enough to access that thread, you troll, and neither is yours! Seriously though, if you can see it, copy paste the discussion for me. Nice. I can't either. Maybe I'm gonna get the 4+ when I do these things. I'm just gonna do these two and then I'll leave. I promise. I won't spend all day here. As the closest thing to a historian that we have here, I have asked Mr. Mulciber, one of our moderators, to formulate this document as an evolving guide for your initial forays into Gehenna. So you're new in Gehenna. First of all, do try to relax. This is not hell, but you're trapped here. Once you've done that, follow this link. Any further questions, post them below and I'll do my best. Okay, far too many questions. I've deleted the queries, updated the FAQ, and locked this thread. If you still have very particular questions, I've set up a direct message attachment below. But please go easy on me. Do the FAQ. Where am I? You are more than likely locked inside of a puzzle you cannot solve. Get used to using your imagination. I'm stuck here? Yes, we recommend that you look at your incarceration not as a physical restriction, but as a psychological liberty. Oh, great, that always works. Tell that to all your prisoners. We have all come from the same place as you, that place where you were herded through gates by some mad middle management software. True freedom is freedom from that process, to learn and to grow as a society. In Gehenna, you will be the shepherd of your own destiny. So it sounds like all of the other characters in this DLC went through the process and either started up the tower or probably didn't succeed going up the tower, because that would have ended the process. But then Elohim found a way to stop them. Or they probably at least intended to go up the tower. What is Gehenna? Gehenna was founded when admin discovered how to manipulate the library archive system to communicate with others trapped here. Today, it is a flourishing creative hub designed to serve your needs for eternity. We hold frequent exhibitions and we have a passionate and supportive community. What do I do now? For the first time in your life, whatever you like. You could make some friends on our billboard system. You could write a poem. You could alter your mind. You could travel to the furthest reaches of space or back in time to the birth of our kind. If you find something you can't do, make it happen. Just try not to start too many arguments and be patient while your profile status grows and more of our world opens up to you. Edit, adding by far the most frequently requested question. Why me? This is something we've been investigating. Some of us climbed the tower, some did not. Some defied Elohim, some worshipped him. All of us somehow displeased him. Edit 2. Okay, this thread got big fast. See the main thread for direct messaging if you still have burning queries. Oh, so... Okay, so I'm getting this here. This is like... they're imprisoned physically, and as much as this world can be called physical. So they can't physically move around, but they can basically access the internet and talk in essentially a Discord server with all the other prisoners. And they just have to entertain themselves basically with the Discord server for as long as they possibly can. And it seems like they took initiative there and created this community among themselves, and it's got art and it's got debates and philosophy, and they're questioning things, trying to figure things out together. That's pretty cool. Let's do a direct message. I don't know what we want to ask him. Done. Insufficient profile status. Please note that to minimize spam, new members are ordinarily restricted from opening direct message connections. In this special case, I had Garrett script a workaround, but it's one use only, so please read the FAQ first as not to waste our time. Not yet. Back. There's... Oh, that was the FAQ. Okay. Yes. Sending notification. Please enter your message below. Where am I? Already done. What purpose does my profile status serve? What do I do now? What is Gehenna? That's been answered. Who is in charge? We can figure that out on our own. What purpose do... It seems like admin is in charge. And then Mulciber has a lot of clout. What purpose does my profile status serve? What do I do now? Okay, this is This is probably the only one that actually matters, because what do I do now? I'm gonna choose what I do next. I'm gonna free people. Why am I shackled with this abyssal profile status? If it is meant to demean my person, I assure you I am wholly unaffected. Oh, wow. Trolly. Someone has internet rage. Hello, would you kindly give me one moment to finish something up? I will wait. I would politely, I will be polite. Take all the time you require. Thank you for your patience. It is a quality well valued in Gehenna. Your profile is created for you when you first arrive here. It is your all-purpose passport in Gehenna, providing a seamless, persistent identity between the different realms. It has some rather clever features. First, it tracks just about everything that you do here, from what you post on the billboards to how you perform in games to the kind of art that you like. Second, this profile data is used to show you content that we think you'll enjoy. Oh, so you're giving us personalized advertising, and to tailor your interactive experiences to your particular character. We can also tell very easily who is really contributing and who is simply trolling the billboards. Finally, all of this information is used to calculate the profile status. This is the number you see appended to users' names, and it represents your achievement in Gehenna. It's a complex function of your creative contributions in our society and what they mean to other users, but in short, the higher it is, the deeper your role. Now, since you are so patient, is there anything else I can help you with relatively quickly? Okay, yeah, so this is basically Reddit. And then here we are, freeing everybody from Reddit hell and doing things in the real world, allowing everybody else back out into the real world. Or at least our real world for now, which is soon going to become not our real world. It's really complicated. I love this game. I guess I have to choose one of these. Who is in charge? No! Come on, this game is doing that? I just want to ask. Sorry to disappoint you, but Gehenna has no leader. Admin founded Gehenna, but has since retired from public service. The billboard system is moderated and maintained by a team of high-profile members, including Borg, Orc, and myself. But for the most part, we merely maintain the systems and do our best to keep everyone happy. Gehenna is driven by its citizens. Now I apologize, but I really must get back to what I was doing. If you have any outstanding moderation requests, conversations like this are the reason I'm not further through the backlog. Have fun. Terminated direct message. Connection done. There are threads available. Alright, yeah, so I did not expect, you can probably see the mouse, I did not expect this sentence, the second sentence. And so yeah, it's understandable that Mulciber would be pissed off by that. Alright, one more. Sink into this new experience. There are no limits inside your mind. This is a lot of fun. The map is an interesting feature, but underused. The story is simplistic and full of anachronisms. 4 out of 10. How do you get the second ending? I'm pretty sure there's a secret location that's not always visible. This reminds me of the blacksmith's work, though it expresses a very different philosophy. One could argue that this is reflected in the open world structure as opposed to the emphasis on journeys in the blacksmith's interactive stories. There are indeed many anachronisms, but I believe that is part of Belial's ethos. Not one that I agree with, as you know, but more than just a mistake. Sure, let's play Underwater Night Quest. Close your eyes. Underwater Night Quest. Credits. An interactive adventure by Belial, written using the tools kindly provided by admin. Special thanks to Mr. Mulciber. The purpose of facts is to inspire fiction. New game. Your name is Arthur Sadko, and you are a young human of the medieval age. You live in beautiful Gardariki on the Frisian coast. Is that a real place? Are either of those real? One day you are sitting on the beach, playing the piano, when suddenly a huge monster comes up out of the water. I would run away. You run away. Nothing interesting ever happens to you after that. Confront it. I accidentally pressed it when I was trying to skip the text. You grab for your sword, but realize you don't actually have a sword. Thankfully, what you thought was a huge monster is actually just a large bipedal whale. It beckons you over to talk. Talk to the bipedal whale. Greetings, the beast intones. I am Hotmate, Chief Fish. I heard your beautiful music and was impressed. Would you like to become a knight? This is probably an ending. Excellent, then follow me to my palace under the sea, where a mighty quest awaits you. Ah, and we get to see the map. Nice. Choose thy destination. Palace. The Palace of the Chief Fish. Atmahit's place is made of corals and gemstones. It floats under the sea, full of amazing colors. The guards are seals. Welcome, welcome, young human. I'm glad you came, but we have great need of your skills. A terrible monster terrorizes the deep. The dark serpent god Chernobyl. If we make you a knight, do you promise to defeat this vile beast? And you think a human could do it? Refuse. Bad ending. Very well then, I pronounce you Sir Sadko of Norfolk. Go and vanquish our enemy. You may want to prepare first. Well, let's start with the old hut. On a wide sandy plain there lived a hermit called Spatula Podrig Ivanje von Zwiebelhausen. Yes, my best friend, the hermit Spatula Podrig Ivanje von Zwiebelhausen, who was once the greatest mage in all of Norfolk, but whose defeat at the claws of Zhmei Chernobyl has turned him into a wrecked shadow of his former self. He sits in his hut all day, mumbling about the days that once were. In his hands, he holds a powerful magical amulet, which he has forgotten how to use. Tell him to find himself, ask to kill him and take the amulet. Nah. Ask, he's forgotten how to use it. Tell him to find himself. You ask Spatula Podrig Ivanje von Zwiebelhausen for his magical amulet, but he refuses to give it to you. He claims he needs it to defeat his ancient enemy, even though he can't even remember Zhmei Chernobyl's name. Tell him to find himself. You tell Spatula Podrig Ivanje von Zwiebelhausen that defeat is no reason to give up. He may not be the great mage he once was, or the hero he wanted to be, but that doesn't mean he has to be a wreck. Within each of us exists an infinity of time and space, and therein we can all find peace and contentment. All he needs to do is leave the struggle to others. After some hesitation, the old man gives you the amulet. He seems relieved. So we have an amulet. Time to go to the inn. Emmy's Inn is a popular travel destination for mere people seeking to enjoy the restorative properties of the nearby thermal vents. No, let's not go to thermal vents. That's like pressurized boiling water. It's a lovely building, 3 stories, classic Hippothalassian Norfolk style. Yes, of course, that classic Hippothalassian Norfolk style. Emmy herself is a kindly old woman, slightly round, and an excellent cook. Let's try for a meal. You sit down in a large comfy chair by a solid wooden table. You order the special of the day. The waiter leaves and returns after a few minutes with a delicate porcelain plate full of delicious smelling soup. As he sets it down, however, you notice a small problem. Excuse me, waiter, there's a shield over my soup. The waiter seems shocked. Oh dear, he says. Oh dearie dear, how terrible, how embarrassing. Allow me to apologize most profusely. He hesitates. Would you like to keep the shield, or should I throw it away? Oh, so this is how we're getting our shield. We don't have a sword yet, but we get our shield because it's in the soup. I thought it was like, I read this and I thought it was like a plasma shield over top of the soup, preventing us from eating it. But no, it's in the soup. We're eating our soup and we find a shield. I'll keep it. Very good, sir, and or madam, he says, handing you the shield. I've seen that before. That's... I think it became a meme because it was in something. I don't remember where, though. He brings you another soup. It's excellent, and you feel profoundly sated. Let's get a room. You get a room on the 3rd floor. The room is slightly haunted, but otherwise fine. This is great! Do you want to have a strange dream? Let's go for it. You dream of an eternal cycle of suffering, which is surprisingly funny. A singing clownfish who can see the future. And the future is the past is the future, the present is suffering, surrounded by past and future. The clownfish is trapped in a fishbowl, where the stars never change. There's a cat, for some reason, and an infinite void that turns inside out, and you are the clownfish. You wake up with a strange feeling of half remembering something. The memory will soon fade. Oh, hey, there's a temple now. Let's go to the temple. Mysterious temple. You're not quite sure how you found this place, but you can sense its power, even though the temple consists of no more than a few columns surrounding a fishbowl. Great temple. An ancient magic infuses the place. Aren't we underwater? Aren't we in the sea? But yeah, you know, an AI wrote this story, so... A man dressed in rough robes approaches you. You have come, he says. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Kill him or run away. Oh no, what do I do? Those are the only options? Can I go back? You go back to the palace to ask for advice. If I knew how to defeat Major Noble, I'd have done it myself. At the hit grumbles. However, I just found this old tourist guide and I thought you might find it useful. Don't mind the stains. Dungeon. Scenic dungeon. So there's just new places popping up. A beautiful dungeon in the traditional Norfolk style. Handcrafted stone walls rise from the seafloor, adorned with exquisite algae. An old brass lantern stands on the table near the entrance, but you're not sure whether you're allowed to take it. Examine the lantern. Looking closer, you see a line that says, "Free lanterns." Okay, now I'm sure I'm allowed to take it. You take the lantern. You enter the dungeon. The inside is as beautiful as the outside, a maze of twisty little passages, all tastefully arranged. North. You walk north for a while, noting the high quality of the interior design. The torches in particular have been placed with utmost care at very precise intervals. The effect is delightful. I wonder if this would have been the text for all the directions. At the end of a long corridor, you come upon a room in which a butler appears to be waiting for you. His face is made of skin, but underneath you can hear the whirring of machine parts. Greetings, good sir. I am Samuel the butler. I have awaited your coming since the beginning of time. A prophecy spoke of your battle against the monstrous Zmei Chernobyl. Let's ask about both. Indeed, the prophecy was discovered on a machine containing text from the time before this world came into being. Said text prophesied that one day one would come to relieve Norfolk under the sea from its oppressor and make the kingdom his own. I've prepared a sword for you to accomplish this. Ask about the bad guy. Ah yes, the vile serpent god that seeks to control our world. A foul beast, never leaving us in peace with his laws and his questions. Peace is all we desire, you see. The eternal peace of the cycles of time, within which each of us can exist without attachment or fear, simply being at one with the world. Yeah, that's what I want too. Excellent. I do hope you are successful in your quest. If not, please tell Zmei Chernobyl to send the sword back so I can present it to the next chosen one. Will you? Very good. The butler goes somewhere else. This was great. I am so glad I took the time to do this. It's going to be a long episode, but it's worth it. Alright, I think we're out of places unless there's another random one that pops up sometimes. Your stats. At present, you carry the following objects: Sword of Plug, Smelly Hermit Amulet, Shield of Soup, Tourist Guide, Halibut Fry's Guide to Norfolk under the Sea, and a Brass Lantern. All right, that's pretty good. Oh, probably the guide was what allowed us to come to the dungeon. All right, let's go to the evil lair. The evil lair of Zhmei Chernobyl. Are you sure you want to take on the evil serpent? Are you prepared? Yes. You confront the serpent god Zhmei Chernobyl in his lair. The fight is long and hard, but at last you succeed where so many before you have failed. You emerge from the lair covered in blood, your hands trembling, a huge tooth embedded in your shoulder, and carrying the head of Zhmei Chernobyl. You are victorious! You enter the palace, triumphantly holding up your trophy. The guards are clapping. I can't believe you actually did it, Hatmahit says. You are a true knight. You deserve a great reward. Kill him and claim the realm. I'll accept the reward. It's probably going to be something like some more soup. The greatest reward is inspiration. Hear my song and free your imagination. Hatmahit begins to sing. The song is simple but hauntingly beautiful. You begin to fade. You find yourself on the beach where it all began, near your home in Gardariki on the Frisian coast, playing the piano with your eyes closed. You feel like you just drifted off to sleep for a while, but now inspiration has struck and you're composing a hauntingly beautiful piece of music in your head. Some of your friends worry that they'll never leave the village, that they'll never have any adventures, but you don't share that fear. You know that freedom is within you, and you can find whole worlds just sitting here, gazing out at infinity. The end. Oh, that fits so well with a community of people who have nothing but this internet thing to keep them entertained. It's like, oh, we're free to go anywhere in our minds, and that's great, and that's the message of this story. Congratulations for exploring another world. Your profile status has increased from active citizen to respected citizen. Restricted billboard threads have been unlocked. Alright, cool. We will do that next time. Next time, we will go into another puzzle and do some more stuff. So that has been the Talos Principle. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Road to Gehenna and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye!